This is Rightly Used with Adam and Karen.
Now, how long did Tom end that dream analysing feature? Dr. Demento? Dr. Therapy? Brain?
Oh, what was his name? No.
Orgasmatron? Dr. Mesmerific?
There was something like that.
But yeah, I never remember any of my dreams, which is why I couldn't send anything. I finally did! It was a week before last. I wrote it down. That's how rare it was that I remember a dream. And it doesn't help. I don't remember any of the details leading up to it, but I dreamt some of my friends from comprehensive school. Whether we were comprehensive school age in the dream or adults now, I don't remember. But we're in a situation ended up that at least one of them, my second cousin, I'm not going to name him, pulled out a gun. And I can't remember if he was carjacking someone or just holding them up at gunpoint, which was the first I was aware that, what's going on here? Well, I don't have a gun. I definitely remember that much from the dream. I don't remember if anyone else did either. But remembering, I don't want to be part of this. And the only thing I could think to disguise myself was to put my hoodie up and take my glasses off, because that's not how I normally look.
The reverse Clark Kent.
Cunning disguise. And then there was one of those weird dream scene missing. I remember meeting a crime boss and saying, look, this isn't for me, and I wanted out, and being told, no. I was getting a bit angry and upset and shouting that I didn't want to do it, and that's what woke me up. No memory. What led up to it? No memory why we're organised or disorganised criminals, what we were doing, what the goal was, or why we were doing it. But Dr. Mesmeration, if you can help me.
Dr. Phantasm! Was it Dr. Phantasm?
It kind of takes the fun out if we forget it right at the end.
Oh.
I think you're right.
Damn. Maybe. Sorry. Ruined that. It just came to me like a lightning bolt.
Doctor, give me the news.
Can I give you...
I'm not going to follow the rest of the lyrics. We're friends and all that, but, you know.
Well, from my highly educated dream perspective, I would say that you are feeling a lack of control in your life or your choices, and you feel like you need to be doing something, but there are barriers in the way stopping you.
You can't get too into stealing their feet. Actually, no, they discontinued. We're fine, yeah. We can do.
We're all right.
We're doing occasional dream analysis now. Suck it. You dropped it, we picked it up.
Yeah.
Welcome to Lightly Used.
Hey, it's episode 17.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Karen.
We've got to start with corrections from last episode.
Always.
Bit of a self-correction, the first one. Last episode, you said you're not sure if you believe in ghosts after your seance evening. I can't believe I didn't ask. Did you take a jam jar with you? After all the fuss I've made about this is how you're going to find out if it's a ghost, you might need to go back.
I need to go back.
You need to take a jam jar with you.
I do need to take a jam jar.
We need to find it. You can't write ghosts off entirely yet. You've got to go back to the seance with a jam jar.
Do you want to come with me?
No, it's all right.
Okay.
I think Jackson seemed to get more out of it.
Well, we did have a really good time, in fairness.
And also, Jackson can look out if the guy does have a button this time.
True.
I'll pay for you to go.
Yeah?
That's no problem. Yeah. It'll be the mission for the show.
Oh, okay. If we're putting it on the show budget,
you can go on my dime. It's investigative research.
All
we
right.
need to know.
I promise I will find a selection of jam jars in different sizes, and I will take them with me, and we'll see if there's any level of success.
And bring it back.
Yeah.
Arthur's getting on the case with getting us a sponsor, so
If Arthur gets a sponsorship that pays for me to go to seances regularly for science, then maybe I'll relent and let us have a sponsor.
Well, my instruction to him was the sponsor has to be relevant to the show, so
Good luck.
you never know. I don't know what he gets up to in that room. Also, we played Crisscross Quiz Wrong. We did question it at the time.
Yes.
When I was putting photos on the blog for episode 16, I took a photo before we played the game of the rules inside the cover.
And
We
then
even
you
read through them.
Yeah, you did read through them.
It was more of a skim. I thought, a lot of it will be intuitive. No, we played it wrong. Our way was a lot quicker and a lot more efficient. I am adamant. Our way...
You're adamant.
Stand and deliver. I had an ex whose mum was in the video for Stand and Deliver.
No way!
Or could have been Prince Charming. One of the two videos.
That's pretty cool.
We rewarding incorrect answers to the other player. No mark should have been awarded, and also you spin the pointer after each game. You were absolutely right about that.
Oh.
But I think our way of playing was a lot more efficient instead of spinning the wheel and setting a different number each time.
We definitely wouldn't have got through the number of questions that we did if we'd played it correctly.
And always easier to keep track of which cards we're using.
Yeah.
Instead of, we have to take the card out because you spun a different number. We're just keeping them on the same one and
Yeah, lightly
doing a
used
different
rules.
set. Yeah. Big correction. Barb Wire's Rottweiler was called Camille.
Oh.
But even bigger, I watched a behind-the-scenes video on YouTube a couple of days ago before doing this. I was trying to find out, is there the video on YouTube? I can just put a link in the blog.
Yeah.
You have to pay for it.
Oh,
It's not that somebody hasn't bootlegged it. But yeah, there was a behind-the-scenes video looking at... I've skimmed through it just looking for motorbike bits. Pam did do at least some of motorcycle stunts. Maybe that could be why it was fishtailing wildly.
Maybe.
But she did do certainly some shooting and fighting.
Oh.
And the scene at the start, the wet striptease that
Yes.
you were making fun of, going, it's very gratuitous. That was her idea.
Oh, well, fair play to her.
Apparently it was based on a nightmare she had where she was getting sprayed with champagne whilst doing a nasty dance.
Oh.
And the director said, I'm under pressure to kind of sex up and put more...
Skin in it.
Yeah, you've got an idea for the intro? Yeah, we'll throw out mine. We'll use yours.
Well, he must have been onto a winner, surely.
Because the film did so well.
Yeah, it did right.
No,
At the box office and everything.
They didn't have enough money to promote that and Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. Which is why both of them end up doing badly.
Oh,
also,
shame.
Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. No, many people are going to be going to see that.
Very niche.
I'm not sure as well whether Camille the Rottweiler was called Camille after Red Dwarf did the Casablanca episode 5 years earlier. I'm not sure whether that was somebody on the staff that might have liked Red Dwarf.
Yeah, maybe.
I couldn't find a definitive answer. Oh, did you have a correction to add as well?
Not a correction, but my pipe.
Oh, the
Royal Antediluvian Society of Buffaloes, or whatever they were.
I did look up what antediluvian meant. It's either ancient or humorously archaic. I think it's pre-biblical is the definitive literal meaning, or it can be used knowingly to be, we're deliberately out of touch.
So, I looked up the meaning of the word antediluvian.
I thought your thing was going to be about the pipe. Sorry,
No.
and why the horns were the other way round.
It's fine, it's so funny. So, what I have discovered through my own Googling is that in English it tends to mean extremely old-fashioned. So, like, archaic and, like, my granny's got antediluvian fashion sense or whatever. But more commonly, it is known as the period of time chronicled in the Bible between the fall of man and the Genesis flood. So there we are. That's what antediluvian means.
Well, if this doesn't bode well, because we've got no likely used news today, so I thought we'll take a breather between Johnny Turnip's story arcs. I might do another Turnip Tales between them, just to sum it up. But to fill in the turnip-shaped hole that we're taking, return to Karen's Factitious Corner. And I thought I'll look up some facts. I don't know how much overlap there's going to be then. If
Do you want to go first or second?
well, we'll come to that in a second. I'll just say what we've got coming up. Take a breather, then we'll argue between ourselves off air who goes first.
Sounds good.
We'll flip a
Thumb
coin
war
or
for
something.
it. No, a thumb war.
That'll take too long.
I'll go right-handed. I'll use my offhand.
We're going to also be trying to guess each other's mystery items by Feel Alone in Tat In The Box. We're picking up where we left off. We're finally finishing the Crystal Maze.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun,
Thank you,
dun,
Jackson,
dun,
for coming back.
We love you, Jackson. Thank you so much for putting up with us and finishing the game.
We'll put a link to
Yay!
his body modification studio, Rose Cottage, in the blog. Thank you for coming back and finishing after so much time.
Yeah, we are
testing your
so
patience.
grateful. Oh, yay.
It's going to be a double dose this episode because I forgot to set a timer and we played through a whole zone before we realised, should have been 10 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, but to be fair, I am technically games master and I should have reminded you.
I'm in charge of the timer, so yeah.
Tomato.
There's plenty of blame to go around.
Yeah, none of it is on Jackson.
And it's your choice of book to end the show in Bibliotat this episode.
Yes, it is. And you're going to be so happy with it.
Right, let's find out who goes first. Let's fight over it.
Come here, you.
No, I chickened out of a thumb war. I'm happy to admit that.
I've got strong thumbs. My psychic hands would have crushed you.
Because you've got KFC, Karen's Factitious Corner, I thought I wanted to jump in on this, so I've got AFH, Adam's Fact Hole. So I've researched some St. Valentine's Day facts, so see if there's any overlap. You stop me at any time. The story of the brutal murder of 7 men...
I'm joking, carry on.
No, that's absolutely fine. That'll save me trying to read names out.
Go for it, you're fine.
Oh no.
Sorry.
I really was hoping you would stop me. I wrote it all up just in case. I was hoping it would get stopped very early on.
That's killed me.
Yep, we don't need to know about the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Yeah, we do. Go for
That's
it.
my one fact I've researched quite thoroughly.
I have not researched this fact. Go for
This
it.
is all from the Mob Museum website.
Cool.
It's in, I believe, Las Vegas, the National Museum of Law Enforcement and Crime.
Nice.
Mobmuseum.com. The story of the brutal murder of 7 men in Chicago garage in 1929 goes back to 1920. Big Jim Colosimo and his, again, apologies for pronunciations. I really should have played the phonetic of these, but I didn't have time. Big Jim Colosimo and his business partner Johnny Torrio ran over 100 brothels in Chicago. Torrio wanted a bootleg during Prohibition. Big Jim didn't. Torrio reached out to Jim's allies, the Jenner brothers and Joe Aiello. He then called a friend and associate in New York, Frankie Yale, who just sent him one of his employees who was running from a New York murder charge, Al Capone. Torrio was also furious at Big Jim on a personal level. Jim had just divorced his wife, who was Torrio's aunt, and married an actress and singer. On May the 11th, 1920, Yale came to Chicago to visit. Jim was murdered. Torrio was now in charge of the gang with Al Capone as his second-in-command. And the main mob organisation in Chicago at that time was run by Dino Banyan of the North Siders. He and Torrio owned a number of drinking and gambling establishments, but their business partnership eroded when Torrio forgave a $30,000 gambling debt incurred by one of the Jenner brothers. That's the same Jenners who were encroaching on O'Banion's territory. O'Banion, in turn, sold Torrio a brewery, which just happened to be raided on the day of the sale. Torrio was sentenced to 9 months in jail.
Oh, God.
But before serving a sentence, Torrio asked Frankie Yale to come back to Chicago to visit again. On the morning of November the 10th, 1924, O'Banion was murdered inside of his flower shop business. Jaime Weiss took over the Northside gang. Capone had been trying to control the Union Sicilica. I think I pronounced that right.
Union?
It's Italian.
Oh, okay, sorry. My bad.
His hand-picked president was gunned down in 1925, and the subsequent president and his brother were also gunned down.
Jesus.
After a lot of violent retaliations back and forth between the gangs, Jaime Weiss was gunned down outside the same flower shop as O'Banion in October the 11th, 1926.
Karma.
In November 1927, Joe Aiello felt he'd earned the presidency of the Union Sicilia. Capone had other ideas, and made that perfectly clear when the Aiello brothers, Robert and Frank, were gunned down. On the 1st of July, 1928, Frankie Yale, who had formed an alliance with Aiello, was visited by several of Capone's men in New York. Yale didn't survive. A week later, Joe Aiello and Bugs Moran paid a visit to the Union Sicilia president, Antonio the Scourge Lombardo. A few shots later, the office of the president was again vacant.
Oh.
Which brings us to February the 14th, 1929. Key members of the Northside gang were scheduled to meet at the SMC Cottage Company garage. There was a traitor in the ranks, and Moran wanted to discuss strategies with his men, but Moran was running late due to a haircut, which saved his life.
Wow.
While he was approaching the garage that morning, he saw a police car, a fake police car as it turns out, parked outside, and he scarpered. He had no way of knowing that inside, his men were being massacred by 4 gunmen disguised as police. They were going in there on the pretense of arresting them, lining up against the wall, gunning them all down.
Holy hell.
It's widely believed that Capone orchestrated the massacre, but still an unsolved crime. But yeah, from the Mob Museum, most of that story.
That's really cool.
There's a load of specific dates of retaliations between them, telling a lot more of the story, but definitely it's worth checking out.
Oh, I did not know that story. Thank you for the education.
That was my one Valentine's Day fact. Any overlap?
No overlap. You'll be pleased to know. I didn't need to stop you. I'm so glad I did at the start, though, because that was fucking hilarious. So...
I had to read the rest of it because you're joking.
As we live in Wales, I did a little bit of Welsh Valentine's Day research. And Wales does have their own patron saint of love and also animals. Not sure why she gets both.
No sheep jokes, please.
Meh.
I said no. Bloody size snacks.
However, in Wales, our specific Valentine's Day is not celebrated on the 14th of February. It is celebrated on the 25th of January. And the day...
So we're late for both.
Yeah, we are very late for both. Well, I mean, we're recording on the 15th of February. So, you know, we probably should have done this last episode. But anyway, we like to be late for stuff. That's just who we are.
Late.
Apologies in advance for any pronunciation butchery. English tongue, Welsh words.
You're going to do a better job of me. They
don't always mix. So, Valentine's Day, 25th of January in Wales is Saint Dwyn Wednesday. Dwynwen. Dwynwen. Dwynwen.
I'm letting the side down badly here.
St. Dwyn Wednesday, we're going with Dwynwen, right? St. Dwyn Wednesday. She was a 4th century Welsh princess, one of 24 daughters, and believed to have been the most beautiful of all. She lived in Banner Bryn Ceiniog, which is the Brecon Beacons National Park, and she was unlucky in love and eventually became a nun. She fell in love with a local lad called Maelon, but she was subject to an arranged marriage via her father to somebody else. Being told by her father that she had been betrothed to somebody and that Maelon was not going to be her husband, she fled to the woods and cried and prayed to God and asked to forget about Maelon. Now, God took this and turned Maelon into a block of ice. I do love mythical tales. God turned Maelon into a block of ice. This obviously upset Dwynwen, but God gave Dwynwen 3 wishes because she'd prayed so hard and was so devout. So, for her 3 wishes, she asked for Maelon to be thawed, defrosted, to help true lovers, and then she wanted to never fall in love herself. In gratitude for having these wishes granted, Dwynwen became a nun and set up a convent on Anglesey. Her name means she who leads a blessed life, or blessed life, depending on how you put the enunciation on the word. And as I've said already, she's also the patron saint of animals. The one article I did read suggested maybe you could pray to Dwynwen before you took your pets to the vets, but they also suggested that there were no guarantees that the praying would do any better than taking your animal to the vets. There was a disclaimer there for safety reasons. And in Wales, we celebrate our Valentine's Day very similarly to the way everybody else does. We exchange gifts and cards if we feel like it. We take time out for ourselves. We share meals with people that we love, or we cook ourselves our favourite meal. Take long walks on the beach and be romantic with oneself. carving love spoons if you're so inclined, and of course, lots and lots of coochies, which doesn't translate directly into English, but it's a very special kind of hug, but not a sexual one. Yeah. Not a sexy hug. It's a deep and meaningful, safe space hug.
Also, Cooch Stand Star, cupboard under the stairs.
Oh, cool. And I also looked up how romantic the Romans were and how they celebrated Valentine's Day. So between the 13th and 15th of February, Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. Men sacrificed a goat and a dog and then whipped women with the pelts. I don't know if they ate the goat and the dog. That wasn't specified.
Were the women willing to be part of this, or randomly chosen?
50-50. The women would line up to be hit, believing that it made them fertile. And then there would be a matchmaking lottery where everyone would put their car keys into a big bowl. And then the men would pick the car, or the women would pick the car keys out for the men, or however that kind of swinging thing works.
Chariot keys.
And you would be coupled up for those 3 days. However...
When were doctors invented?
I don't know. However, I will say that potentially not all the ladies were happy with the matches that they were eventually forced to take, because you had to take whoever's car key you picked. That dems the rules.
That's a society you're in.
So there was a degree of forced arrangement, but I'm not going to go any further than that. So yeah, the Romans were pretty sick on Valentine's. Love sick, puppy sick, dog sick, dead goat and dog sick. They were gross. Happy Valentine's.
Hooray.
I'm so glad we personally don't bother celebrating.
No.
Alright, Jackson asked me what we were up to yesterday, and I was like, Adam's in his house, I'm in my house, and we're watching YouTube together but apart. And he was like, that sounds alright. Yeah. Just like standard normal evening, really.
No shit's given about the special day.
No, it's just corporate fucking mongering for people's money, isn't it?
Yeah, fuck the man.
Fuck the big companies. Fuck you, card companies and Interflora and fucking teddy bear, Build-A-Bear workshop wankers.
Yeah, we're coming for your Hallmark. Yeah,
you
fuckers.
You money-grabbing, thieving toe rags. Happy fucking Valentine's to you.
Mwah.
It is time for Tat in the Box, 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 Tat in the Box. Thanks, Adam. You're like, clap away from the microphone, so I'm like sat at this really stupid angle where my face is to the microphone and my shoulders and everything else is literally twisted away, and you're like clapping right in the fucking mouth. Like, what?
No, you're in false insecurity. But yeah,
Serves me right for stopping you early.
I was probably clapping a bit too loud there. Anyway, sorry, it's my turn to guess this first.
Yeah, it is. You get to touch up my stuff first. Hang on. Let me grab it for you. Your eyes closed.
Yes, and my hands are out.
Excellent. See if I can pick it up. Oh, there's hot cross buns in my box.
Oh!
Right.
Treat for later.
It's going to be cold. So.
Cold cross buns.
Feel it.
Oh! It's... not a bowl, it's a cookie jar of some sort. I can't feel what the writing is on there. Is it an embossed rectangle with writing in there? Yeah, it's got a wooden lid with a rubber stop around it. It's a bit big to do.
Do your Bane impression.
The one line.
Oh! Fucking hell!
It's a bad idea with my eyes closed.
Are you okay?
No. Oh, chip my teeth on the fucking thing. Oh, nobody wears a mask. Safety first, Batman.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's glass.
Incorrect.
Ah, it's going to be ceramic then.
Correct.
I've got no idea what's embossed on the front.
Do you want to open your eyes?
Oh, biscuit, I was trying to see if it said C for cookies. This is a bit long.
I mean, I very nearly said when you were like, oh, it feels like a cookie jar, I nearly stopped you straight away. And
Why did I
thought,
stick my face in it anyway? You fucking idiot. Just asking to be hurt.
So, this
Absolute cock.
this is my Foster's Pottery of Cornwall biscuit barrel?
Yeah.
Biscuit barrel? Do you think barrel's the right word?
I think it deserves the word barrel. It's a bit girthy.
It is quite sizable. I mean...
That's about, say, 6 to 8 inches across.
It's a girthy girl.
I might have
Are you literally going to measure it? Up. Measure from the arsehole.
Watch the Socks Christmas special on YouTube. channel84.co.uk for the link. Or to one of our previous blogs.
Oh dear. Here we are. He's got it's between his legs. He's got his tape measure out. Sorry, ruler.
It is 6 inches.
Very
Good guess.
nice. That was a good guess. I suppose you can reverse park without any trouble then.
Yes, that's exactly the phrase I was looking for.
So I bought this, I bought it in Bernardo's in Llanelli, and it was about a tenner. It is typical Foster's brown honeycomb glazing style. So it is I suppose a mahogany brown base with a white over the top that creates bubbles and gaps that looks like honeycomb, hence why it's called honeycomb.
It is a nice, interesting finish.
Yeah, it is. Now, the reason I bought this and the reason that I like it is because when we were little, we used to eat soup a lot, and we had these brown Foster's soup bowls. And then through moving house a million times, growing up, things getting broken, just getting old, worn out, lost or whatever, these soup bowls have vanished. I don't know if any of us have got any of the original soup bowls anymore.
They
But
wore out.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, my sister spotted one of the soup bowls in a charity shop and bought it, and me and my mum were like, oh my god, we need to find ourselves soup bowls. So since then we've been collecting random bits of Foster's, and I've managed to pick up 2 soup bowls, but the only other bit of Foster's I own is the biscuit barrel. The pottery itself, Foster's Pottery, was founded by the Foster's brothers in the late 1950s, and they were originally based in Redruth, but apparently there's a petrol station now on the grounds of the old factory because they no longer produce any wares. They were actually really difficult to find out any facts about, so this is going to be a bit thin on the ground, I'm afraid. At its height, the company employed around 50 people. They were renowned for their distinctive brown honeycomb glaze, which is what this one is, but they did venture out into other colours later on, but using the same honeycomb style. So the base colours tended to be different, so blues and greens. The types of things they made were kitchenwares and homewares, so you see lots of these things in charity shops. There's often coffee and tea sets with bits and pieces missing. They made jugs, canisters and containers like the biscuit barrel, randomly a selection of collectible seal ornaments. There was the fish gurgle, which is a fish that's kind of upside down, so its tail is at the top and its body sweeps down to the base, and then its head comes back up on itself and its mouth is open wide.
Like a U shape or an S shape?
Like an S.
Oh, right.
And then people would put like posies and things in there, like a little posy jar. And they also made glug glug jugs, but I don't actually know what those are. So I'm going to have to find out, I think, because they sound like fun.
I maybe wouldn't research that at work, just to be on the safe side from the sound of it.
To be fair, any research that I do on my work laptop, is done very much during break time. And the search terms I choose to use are carefully selected for that specific reason. The biscuit barrel is classic 1970s Foster's. Online, they're selling between £15 and £35. So even though I was kind of bitter about spending a tenner on that, I didn't too badly for my money, really, by comparison. But just because something says it's £35 online doesn't mean it's going to sell for it.
You got a lot of pottery for the money as well.
That's true, and it does still have its original wooden lid with the rubber bung, as you said, and that in itself is quite unusual. The rubber tends to perish and snap, or the lids just get lost.
That's going to be the first bit to go, yeah.
Yeah, and whilst biscuits don't live in it, I have used it as a flower vase on more than one occasion.
It does look good.
Yeah, cheers.
Very striking piece.
Thank you. That's my thing. A hardy piece of houseware. Cheers, love. Right.
Put that safely away. Okay. Are you ready?
Hang on. Sleeves rolled up.
Eyes closed.
Eyes are closed. Hands are cold. Ugh.
I'll probably put that the wrong way for you.
It's got a strap on it that felt like you were putting a wiggly worm or something in my hand. That freaked me out momentarily. Not blobby freaked me out, but freaked me. Oh, right. Okay.
You could instantly.
Is it switched on?
No.
Ah, well, anyway.
Just in case.
Just in case I shouted down it. It is a megaphone.
I can switch it on if you want.
Yeah, go on.
You can open your eyes.
Oh, right.
There you go.
Hello. What's going on here then? Lesbian Avenue? That's very cool. Right, where did this come from, Adam?
I've got no idea.
Oh, really?
I cannot remember how long ago I've had it. I believe it was from...
So you stole it?
Yeah.
You tea leaf.
But yeah, it's a plastic chrome megaphone.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a toy one than an actual one, isn't it? You know.
Well, it works as a megaphone.
Oh, surprisingly good, actually.
Got 2 turntables and a microphone. Well, I thought you were going to say where it's at then.
No.
Oh.
No, sorry.
There's a destination, a little off the road from the habitations and the towns we know. The place we saw, the lights turned low, the jigsaw jazz and the get fresh flow. Pulling out jives and jamboree handouts, 2 turntables and the microphone. Bottles and cans, just clap your hands, just clap your hands. Oh, it's that. No, I'm just... Fight. Still not signing in. I should probably know a better song with megaphones in it.
I don't know any songs with megaphones in them.
We'll be singing when we're winning. I get knocked down, but I gotta forget. That's the only other one that comes to mind. That was this defining feature. That fella was in a crappy megaphone.
Brilliant. Well, I love it. I think it's great.
Megaphone song suggestions on an email. pod@lightlyused.co.uk. The subject line. How you spell it is up to you.
I'd really like to see how many versions of you get. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and all of those in between that identify with other letters, after much anticipation, we are returning to the Crystal Maze.
We said it would happen.
We did.
It's happening.
We've been promising for a long time. Jackson is with us.
Welcome back.
Yay! Finally, he returned. Sorry, it's all my fault.
I think it's pretty much equal parts. We've all been
busy. Innit? Busy.
We've all been busy. We're all over 40. We get knackered after 5 p.m. What more can you expect?
Right, so where did we get up to last time?
Okay, so as a recap...
The story so far.
Yeah.
Previously on Lightly Used.
You're so professional. You two have played the Aztec and the Industrial Zone. Adam is Team A. Jackson is Team B. Adam gets to pick the next zone and play the first game. Jackson has 2 crystals from the first half of the game, and Adam has 1 crystal from the first half of the game.
And which 2 zones have we got remaining?
We have got medieval and futuristic. Green and blue.
Futuristic was my favourite, so can I go futuristic level, please?
Of course you can.
Dun 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 dun.
Pick a game.
Can I have a skill game, please?
Yeah, can you
I'm
pass
going
me
to
the card?
regret that. Do I read this right now? Or I can't
Yeah,
remember
you
how
can,
the rules
yeah,
are.
you can read that out if you want.
Oh,
You're going to hate this one.
I knew I would immediately. I should have gone for mystery.
It's definitely going to have you leaving the room.
No. Well, don't think we need to leave the room for this one.
No? Wow.
Not this one.
Yeah, we're going to have to take photos of this. Build the cube using all 7 pieces.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ready for some
No.
clattering.
I should have seen how it was arranged in the
Oh,
box.
you only have a timer's worth though, do you?
Yes, so what you will need: futuristic skill game cube puzzle pieces, timer and a crystal. Pick up the futuristic skill card game from the board, place it in front of the player so they can see the game instructions, then start the timer. The player must make a perfect cube shape using all the pieces to win the crystal. There are many different ways to make the cube into 7 pieces. No, out of 7 pieces.
I will not find any of them.
It's not much. It's just not much time.
Also, if they said there's one way, that would make me feel better. There's
Yeah,
many
I
ways.
love the way they put that
There's
thing. I love
many
the way-
ways.
You sons
Many,
of bitches.
many ways.
Right,
It's going to be difficult not to be able to do this.
are we ready?
No, I'll never be ready.
Okay, I'm going to turn the timer anyway.
I better have a go then.
Humiliation cube. Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
3D Tetris. Oh, holy crap.
I'm optimistically getting the bag of crystals out.
I wouldn't. How big was the cube? Was it 3 by 3? How does this one fit in?
This
My
is-
spatial awareness is for shit.
It's like, this is where we find out if you've got
Tick,
ADH brain
tick,
or
tick.
autism brain.
No, I've got neither brain.
You're about 30 seconds
I'm
in.
like a scarecrow. How big was the cube? Was it 3 by 3? Oh no, I need 4. Can I
you
make it
can't-
bigger?
No,
No.
you can't make it flatter because then it's not a cube.
Why not?
Because it needs to be a cube.
No, it's not still. Can I put it in the box?
No,
It came in the
Why can't you
box.
put it in the box?
because then I can't see what he's
I'm
doing.
happy with that rule.
Because it's going to be difficult
Probably
to.
harder.
Oh no, my brain isn't the right type.
You've got about 50 seconds.
Because
50.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute timer.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I think so.
are there any more pieces?
No, and that's definitely 3 by 3. It's 3 squares by
This should
3
be
squares,
filmed.
not
This
3
should be
pieces by 3 pieces.
No, I can't do it. My brain doesn't work that way. I can only work in 2 dimensions.
That's not what I said.
I'm desperate to make that cube bigger than it should.
It's the only way it'll work.
It's a rectangle, damn it!
I don't know how. It's the box is a TARDIS.
About 20 seconds.
I mean, if you were trying to build a house, you'd be perfect.
There we go.
Lovely, I love that.
It stands up.
It's an abstract cube.
You need to take a photo of that. Are you giving
That's-
up at this point?
I'm not going to get any further along in 20 seconds.
So I definitely very optimistically took the crystals out of the box then. And time is up.
That is a masterpiece.
It is beautiful piece of like modern art.
Yeah. It would definitely be worth £2.50 in a charity shop.
That'll have to do.
You should resin it and keep it.
Right, can you show me how it should be done?
I can
Oh, here we
try.
go,
I
here we
can
go.
try.
Hang on. Your time
No
starts.
pressure.
No. Don't touch anything. The time starts
Oh my god, come on.
now.
Such a bossy bitch.
I know.
I had to do it by the same rules.
Cuteness aggression. She saw it came out of the box though.
I didn't. I tipped it upside down and didn't look.
Don't know how I feel about
1, 2, 3. Now I need to use a bit.
About a third of the time gone.
Right. Let's try that bit. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
This is going extremely well.
No, that's wrong. That's incorrect. It's not going as well as you think it's going.
What compared to mine? Yours is actually a squarish
resembling.
shape.
How much time have I got left?
About half.
Come on, Game Master.
It would help if the egg timer didn't have a covered bottom, so I could see exactly how much time has gone.
Or just like a scale on the side.
Yeah.
Come on, game developers. Do better.
Guessing about 15 seconds.
I'm not going to do it.
Many ways.
I know. It does say there are many ways, but whether
Is it lying?
I hope there's a diagram. How are we going to get this back in the box?
Well, I got it. We got it
It's the
in and
time
out of the
pressure.
box
It's the
before.
time pressure. Oh, he's there.
No.
Yeah, you are. Oh,
No, I'm
You've got
not.
the wrong piece left.
Yeah.
Well, that was silly. Having that wrong piece. It's almost.
Nearly there.
Come on.
About maybe 10 seconds. Turns out my 15 estimate was way off.
Yeah, there's more sand in there than you think. Or salt, it looks like.
Maybe it's 3-minute timer.
Oh, the last bit's gone.
I've dismantled
Well,
it
The last bit of sand went quick.
far beyond what I put it together. So I think that's a fail on my part as well.
I forgot to take a photo of that.
That's
Jackson, do you want to go?
So
Put it in the
that
box.
is literally impossible. It's impossible.
It
If the game
can't
master-
be.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Hang on. What? No,
An
hang on.
untimed ago, maybe. You've got the wrong piece left.
I know, I am.
I've got a time too. You might end up showing us all up.
I doubt it.
Okay,
I doubt it. I've got
Jackson's
non-sleep brain. So.
Although if you complete
Ready?
it, you don't get a
Yeah,
crystal.
yeah,
So I say ready. No one ever really is.
no one's ever ready for the crystal, maybe.
Is there a diagram on the back of your card?
There's a couple of ways on here. It shows you how to do it.
Oh, there we do have a hope in the box.
Yeah.
Ooh! Got further along than I did within seconds.
Oh, very close then. Oh! Is Jackson gonna
This-
smash it? Oh no!
I think it needs a couple of the longer L-shaped Tetris blocks. There's a lot of the sort of 2x1 bits, then another bit that's sticking out the other side because it's three-dimensional.
Many ways. That's gonna.
It is hard. I'm sure that when we played this at Christmas, we made it look much simpler than this.
About half the time gone.
I keep going to the same. Sheet. So it's one, isn't it?
Oh, those are even different colours in the,
And
the
yeah,
manual.
the
That's not
manual
going to help.
doesn't show you the right colours.
Just to make you do some extra brain work.
About 45 seconds left.
Left. Gone.
No, 45 seconds left.
Oh. Better judge of this sand or sugar timer than me.
I wonder if it is sand or sugar. It doesn't say whether it's a sand timer.
It's definitely not egg.
Maybe it's bicarbonate soda. 20 seconds. It was looking really good right at the start, and then
I think you get into the same sort of place. Like it's one off again. Like. Yeah, I'm not going to do it in time.
Oh, time's just gone.
ah, a shame.
Close.
Oh well, we all fail.
We all failed.
None of us get a crystal.
I definitely don't want to do physical. I've got no brain for a mental. And mystery sounds quite mental too. Right. I'll go for mystery.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Okie
It's a
dokie.
futuristic mystery.
What does it say on your card?
It says, solve 2 or the 3 riddles to win the crystal. No conferring allowed. Well, I've got no one in my team, so.
Okay.
No one's shouting through the hole.
Yes.
Okay, what you will need: the futuristic mystery game riddle cards, which are in my hand,
Great.
and the crystal. There is no timer.
Oh.
Choose 3 riddle cards at random.
Ah.
Pick up the futuristic mystery game cards so the player can see in front of them with the instructions. Game. Read the first riddle out loud to the player, but do not place the card in front of them or let them see the riddle text. There is no time limit on this one, but you can hurry the player up if they take too long. Once the player has given their answer, confirm whether they gave the correct answer before moving on to the next riddle. The player must answer 2 of the 3 riddles correctly to win a crystal. If the answers are given for the first 2 riddles, there is no need to play the third. So,
Please not maths.
riddle me this, Mr. Jackson. Covered in numbers, I'm a clever machine. I figure things out, if you know what I mean. What am I?
That could be some things.
It could be some things.
Well,
No helping.
no specifics.
No, it's a riddle. Would you
No,
like to
but-
hear it again?
Is there a specific thing there? Yeah, please.
Okay. Covered in numbers, I'm a clever machine. I figure things out, if you know what I mean. What am I?
Well, calculator.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I guess.
Calculator or till, but
Yeah, to be fair, I probably would have given it you for a till because it's just a big
Yeah.
calculator anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Riddle number 2. I'm famous for force and I'm famous for motion. What led me to think of my fabulous notion? It was when an apple fell onto my head, though it helped that I was well educated.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Oh, so the name of the person?
Yeah.
Isaac Newton.
Yes. Congratulations! You won 2 of the 3 riddles,
My brain
and that
works.
gets you a crystal.
Thank you for being easy on me.
There's a lovely crystal
Thank you
for
very
you. It wasn't deliberately easy. I literally picked them at random.
Right, cool.
Right, Adam, what would you like to play next? So you've got a physical and a mental.
Mental?
No way Adam was going to choose a
Well,
physical.
if I could be bothered to take my boot off, I'd throw it. Because it's the size of my leg, so.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
It's so
Oh,
many
sorry.
bras.
Yeah.
I'm already
Oh no, it's one of these ones.
Good. For making me do it. It's
Complete all the coloured circuits to win the crystal.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a good fun one, actually.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's
You've got
it.
all the
tell you.
best ones.
Right, so there's your circuit board. Don't
Can we-
start fapping with it yet.
You turn them over the wrong way, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, futuristic mental game. What you will need: the futuristic mental game base, 12 futuristic mental game circuit pieces, the timer, and a crystal.
Oh, I love that bloody timer one.
The player has to complete the puzzle so that all coloured wires form unbroken circuits to win the crystal. And then it says hints and tips. I should decide whether to help the player or not. So, I won't
Oh, that's a
help
no.
the player. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, can I read the? Can you read me the ruler once more? Sorry.
Oh my god! Put the tiles
Yeah.
in the circuit so all of the coloured lines form unbroken circuits. So it's red there and red there.
Oh, yeah,
so
I
you
gather
make a
what
red
I've gotta
line
do.
from there, and then a red line round there, blue, yellow, green, up and down the garden.
Mansplained excellently there.
I was just checking.
Yeah.
There's nothing that said that I can't turn all these cards over before.
No.
So that's cool, right?
Ready?
Yeah.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, go.
Alright. So. Not a good start.
He's picked up one piece, people. He's placed it on the board, and it looks to be in the correct place.
So I need a.
Come on, we need like Channel 4 racing competition.
11 to go. I don't watch racing.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to be like
Yeah.
and then he's putting the second piece on the tile board and he's
He's
looking
more John
confused
McCurricky.
and now we just don't know what to do with ourselves and he's got another corner in place. Well done, Adam. He's going for it. He's cracking on. That's 3, maybe
No.
3. No, that's still just 2 in place and I need to breathe in because I breathed out for too long and talked too long. I've run out of voice. Oh my god. Piece 3 is in the correct place. He's picked up number 4. He's going for number 4. I can't keep this up. I'm sorry. I just can't.
I didn't realise how many that was. Sorry, listeners.
You didn't realise how annoying it would be. Flipping it.
In my defence, I didn't realise how off-putting it would be.
You're halfway through.
Don't use that as an excuse. Come on, you've got an easy one.
I haven't.
Yeah, you have. We've got
This
to
is
just follow the
literally like-
colours.
This is the Crystal Maze equivalent of putting the shapes in yours.
Yeah.
I've got to work out which shape I've got.
Yeah, exactly.
About 30 seconds left.
That's the fun bit.
This isn't fun.
4, 5, 6, 7 in place. 5 to go. Need to speed up. About 20 seconds. Ooh.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
Oh, it's getting close, folks. It's getting close.
You got this.
Ooh, 10 seconds. 9, 8,
He's not going to get
7,
this.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Unlucky, man. Unlucky.
Fair play. You got 9 in place, and to me, they, without looking too hard, they look to be in the correct places. But dim crystal, I'm afraid.
Shocker.
Oh, that's the wrong game again. Sorry, I don't know why I'm
Right, okay. Physical. Gonna get physical. Physical.
Didn't Julie just steal that song? Did you steal that song?
Do you want to read your card?
Probably not. Let's be honest. Oh god, it says jumps. That's all I saw when it said jumps. Right, I don't want any jumps. 200 what? Which one? Oh, I hate this.
Recite the 4 times table
How do you know?
up to 200 while continuously doing star jumps. What you will need.
What
Space.
timetable?
The 4 times table.
4?
Yeah. Recite
Why
the
the
4
4?
times table. Well, because it goes up to 200 nicely, presumably.
So does 10.
Space, timer, crystal. Preparation. You should stand somewhere with sufficient space to do your star jumps.
Oh, that's how many star jumps is there? There's a few, isn't there?
You've got the game card. In
Where
order
are
to
you
win the
saying
crystal,
4 from? My card doesn't say.
what does it
4.
say?
Recite the times table up to 200. I
Oh.
thought I could pick.
Oh, no, it literally says recite the 4 times table, and then it's got all the answers here, so I know if you're wrong.
Do I have a timer?
Yep. Yep, you've got to do it to a timer.
I'm not doing it fat. I've got massive boots on. This is the neighbours are going to be
Well, listen,
screwing.
Mr. Downstairs has been the noisiest bastard in the world since he moved in 3 weeks ago, so he can have some of his own medicine
Right,
bag.
I'm really telling you about him.
Right,
I'll
so
jump away.
in order
Do
to
I
win the
have to actually do
crystal,
this?
the player must recite the
I
4
had to do
times
all
table
those.
I know, but
from
this
4
is
to 200,
ridiculous.
whilst continuously doing star jumps. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60. What am I on to?
60.
Yeah, 60, 64, 68. It's really distracting doing that. Actually. 72, 76, 80, 84, 88, 92. And my jewellery's falling off and everything.
Oh no!
Found it.
Catch my jewellery. Sorry, after intermittent. Where did I get up to?
92.
92, 96. Oh. 190, yeah, 100. Yeah,
Yeah.
104, 108.
These aren't star jumps anymore, Mike.
What were we up to again?
112.
112, 116, 120, 124, 128, 132, 140, 144, 148, 152, 156, 156, I'm up to 160, 164, 168, 172,
This is happening.
176,
I think we might do this.
180. 180?
Yeah.
184, 188, 192, 196, 200.
Hey! And with a good 30 seconds left, Jackson
cannon
wins
mountain.
another crystal.
Well done.
I earned that one.
As I said,
Christ almighty. I've never seen you do that much exercise. Not that, you're not an exerciser, you just, if you do it in
No, I don't do
private.
exercise, no anymore.
Right.
What's that?
I think that's it for this round again.
Oh yeah, we get to.
We probably should have kept this in half as it is.
That's true. We probably should have. So should we just?
It's the first one back.
We'll call it quits on that zone, and then we will move on to medieval zone.
Dun 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 dun. It's the final segment of the show, and it's your choice of book this episode in Bibliotat.
Yes, it is my choice, and you'll be so pleased to know that it's Valentine's related.
That's an old book as well. Just turned my head and looked.
It is a very old book, and it's wrapped in what is either acid-free or grease-proof paper.
Oh, I was trying to work out what it was.
And I've never actually taken it off to look at the cover, but the cover of the book itself is like a moleskin.
Oh, that is nice.
And I think it might be like a natural moleskin rather than a manufactured synthetic one. This book is called Poems of Passion, and it is by Ella Wheeler Wilcox, and she was around between November 1850 and October 1919. She started writing poetry at the age of 8, and her first poem was published when she was 13. Those were the days.
Nobody likes a show off.
Yeah, isn't it? Poems of Passion is a collection of her works and was first published in May 1883. There's a note on the inside of the front cover of this book from 1915. It's written in pencil, and I've been able to figure out what one line says, and it says, "I know of two bright eyes." But like I said, I can't figure out the rest. It's so minuscule, squeezed into a corner. So I think this may have been gifted from one person to another
With little notes in there.
as a token of love.
Oh.
So, I haven't read any of these poems before.
Oh, can I see the... Before you...
Yeah. So the outside of the book, like I said, is moleskin. It's like, what sort of colour would you say that is? Like a mulberry? Like almost purple?
Yeah, it could be a little bit sun damaged as well, because it's slightly lighter on the spine.
Yeah.
On the inside it is quite a lot deeper, yeah.
But no, it's a lovely, lovely thing.
What did I say? Is it from
Tiny writing.
Easter 1915? It's very neat handwriting.
It is beautiful handwriting, back when people knew how to have good penmanship. I've always had a bit of a thing for old books, and especially ones that have personalised inscriptions in them. Like, it doesn't really matter to me what the content of the book is. It's like feeling part of its history, you know. Should I read a poem?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you want to tell me when to stop?
Stop.
Okay. We are reading Art and Heart.
Arthur.
Oh. Weird. Synchronicities.
How old is he?
God knows.
He's eternal.
Maybe... He's omnipotent. Though critics may bow to art, and I am its own true lover, it is not art, but heart which wins the wide world over. Though smooth be the heartless prayer, no ear in heaven will mind it, and the finest phrase falls dead if there is no feeling behind it. Though perfect the player's touch, little if any he sways us, unless we feel his heart throb through the music that he plays us. Though the poet may spend his life in skilfully rounding a measure, unless he writes from full warm heart, he gives us little pleasure. So it is not the speech which tells, but the impulse which goes with the saying, and it is not the words of the prayer, but the yearning back for the praying. It is not the artist's skill which into our soul comes stealing, with a joy that is almost pain, but it is the player's feeling. And it is not the poet's song, though sweeter than sweet bells chiming, which thrills us through and through, but the heart which beats under the rhyming. And therefore I say again, that it is not art but heart which wins the world wide over. So that is Ella Wheeler Wilcox.
How old was she when she wrote that?
I don't know. The poem isn't dated. Probably in her 50s, maybe.
So even if it was when she was 13, still better than I could
Well,
write.
it's better than anything I'll ever crack out as well. So yeah, there we are. Happy Valentine's poem-related things.
There once was a man from Nantucket. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you to all 4 of you.
4? As many as that?
Actually, our last episode got 40 views on YouTube. I
Yeah.
think that's because I shared it with everyone at work.
I forgot to say at the very start of the episode, hello to Karen's friends from work.
Yeah,
Thank you for listening to the
thank
last
you.
episode on YouTube. Also at the start of the episode, I was going to mention this is our last episode from this room.
Ah, right.
At
I'm
least.
so glad you finished that sentence. Yes, we are moving vertically and slightly horizontally into a new, dedicated, lightly used space.
The deluxe studio, which formerly known as my dining room.
Yeah. But in fairness, you've worked really hard to turn it into a studio and it is looking lovely.
A couple of charity shop, possibly notice boards that we've finally got flat on the wall.
Yeah, you
Don't know
know.
why that was so
only-
difficult to do.
Only took 17,000 yards of sealant and a mop propped in the right direction.
And 2 chairs wedged against the bottom for a couple of days.
But yeah, I can't wait to record our first episode in there. It's going to be fun.
Oh, hopefully it's not too echoey in there.
Yeah,
I've done my best on the money I'm willing to spend into doing it.
It's about a tenner.
Oh, I got the big mouse mat for the table. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
metre and a
Oh, and
half
the rug.
long, and the rug.
And the rug. Yeah, that's true.
My futon I've put down there.
Yeah, oh, and your new shelves.
I didn't specifically. Oh, that's right. Yes. See,
No,
yeah,
it's
3
been
shelves.
It's been an investment. You've done really well. I'm proud of you. And that wasn't sarcasm.
No, I'm just wondering what's next episode will sound echoey as fuck and we have to come back up here.
Yeah.
So if next episode sounds distinctly different, you'll know why. We are part of the Studio Channel 84 network. Visit channel84.co.uk to check out our fellow network shows. The relaunched Untitled Sci-Fi show. There's the variety show for all your pop culture. And also Who Takes the Socks Off is our panel show. Plus there's spin-off minisodes, Socks, On or Off, where guests get to spin the wheel of Would You Rathers. You can email pod@likelyused.co.uk. Find us at likelyused.co.uk. There's blog posts with every episode, a show player, photos of things that we've talked
Discussed,
about,
yeah.
photos of our tat. Games that we played, links, plus our socials. We've got Blue Sky, Instagram, Discord, YouTube, and Twitter.
Yes. Twitter.
Oh, I was expecting the catchphrase from you. My catchphrase then?
Oh,
you had
do
your
you do a
choice.
catchphrase? Do you want to do a catchphrase?
Please tell a friend.
Adam and Karen have been lightly used. Visit lightlyused.co.uk for more. To get in touch, email pod@lightlyused.co.uk.
Egg.
Right. Egg.
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 This was a Studio Channel 84 network show. To find more, head over to channel84.co.uk now.